Have you ever wondered why certain fears, desires, or behaviors repeat in your life, even when you try your best to change them? Have you ever felt that some part of you carries memories that don't belong to this lifetime? Welcome back, dear seekers. I'm honored to have you here with me today as we explore one of the most profound and unexpected questions on the spiritual path. Can the nature of your delusions reveal your past and present lives? In this video, we'll follow the teachings of Master Shao, who offered an extraordinary view on how the patterns in your mind, or fantasies, distractions, compulsions, and obsessions are not just random, but clues that point to the hidden narrative of your soul, carried across lifetimes. So many people on the path of meditation try to push away delusions. You're told to ignore them, to silence the mind. But Master Shao challenged this view. He said, "The mind's chaos is not the enemy. It is the storyteller of your past and the mirror of your present." Let's begin with a powerful story. There was once a monk who, during every meditation, was haunted by the same recurring vision in the battlefield. He heard screams, he smelled blood, he felt overwhelming guilt, even though he had never been a soldier. At first, he thought it was just imagination. But as the vision returned, again and again, with increasing intensity, he brought it to Master Shao. The master said, "Don't push it away, serve it with stillness, let it speak." So all the monk did. He sat with the vision, not indulging it, but not fleeing from it. He stayed with the emotion, the images, the body sensations. And then something broke open. He saw himself, centuries ago, leading an army. He made a choice that led to massive suffering. In that life, he died with regret. In this life, he was born with a quiet vow to seek peace. The delusion was not just mentalness, it was memory, encrypted in emotion. This is the first great insight. Delusions are not distractions, they are encrypted karmic records. Let's define what we mean by delusion here. In meditation, delusions or wandering thoughts refer to any mental phenomena that arise uninviting: images, memories, fantasies, stories, fears, dialogues. Traditionally, we're told to ignore them, but Master Shao taught that some delusions carry a signature. Are persistent, vivid, emotional, repetitive. And these are the ones worth paying attention to, not to believe them, but to decode them. He said, what returns again and again is pointing to what remains unresolved. Let's explore another example. Yin woman was tormented by fantasies of abandonment. Every time she entered a relationship, even a healthy one, she imagined betrayal. Her partners were confused. You was kind, intelligent, and loyal, and yet riddled with anxiety. During a retreat, she brought this to Master Shao. He guided her into a deep meditation. As she explored the root of our fear, she suddenly began to cry. She saw herself as a child in another time, watching her mother disappear into the woods during war, never to return. Her current fear was a ghost, karmic imprint. Once she saw it, cruelly saw it, the anxiety began to dissolve. This leads to the second insight. Present life emotional loops often originate in past life trauma. The mind doesn't forget. Even if your conscious memory does, the subconscious, so the all consciousness in Buddhist terms, records everything. Every betrayal, every heartbreak, every act of violence or life leaves a trace. And in moments of silence, those traces rise, and not to torment you, but to complete their cycle. You see, karma seeks resolution, not punishment, not reward, just completion. And sometimes, the only way to complete the cycle is to witness it without resistance. That's why meditation is so powerful, not because it silences the mind, but because it reveals it. Now let's consider a more subtle example. Man can never feel satisfied. No matter how much success he gained, he felt empty. He wasn't greedy, he wasn't depressed, he just felt a constant, unshakable yearning. One day, while reading a sutra, a line jumped out. The hungry ghost is never full, and not because there is no food, but because it has forgotten how to receive. At night, he meditated on this phrase, and in his meditation, an image emerged, the gaunt figure, wandering through ruins, always searching, always reaching. He knew instantly that was him. In a past life, he had lived in poverty and died with hunger in his heart. In this life, abundance surrounded him, but his soul was still starving. This insight freed him, not immediately, but gradually. He began practicing gratitude, not as a routine, but as a remedy. Slowly, the emptiness softened. So the third insight is this. Delusions show us the soul's forgotten hunger. Whatever you chase obsessively, whatever you fear irrationally, whatever thought you can escape, it be a message. Not to indulge it, but to investigate. Not to escape it, but to understand it. Esther Shanlun warned, however, this path is not about dramatizing your delusions. It is about illuminating them. There is a danger in turning every thought into a past life. Not every image is literal. Not every emotion is karmic. The key is discernment. Is this delusion recurring? Is it emotionally charged? Does it feel older than this life? Does it carry a lesson, not just a story? The answer is yes. Sit with it. Breathe into it. And analyze it to death. Don't suppress it either. Let it unfold. It may take days, weeks, years. But eventually, the delusion will show you its face. And once it is seen fully, its power dissolves. This is the path of deep meditation, and not escape, but revelation. You come to know yourself not just as a person, but as a soul on a long journey. Journey through birth and death, through joy and sorrow, through ignorance and awakening. And every delusion is a breadcrumb, leading you back to the whole. Let me share one last story. Teenage boy struggled with rage. He had a short temper, explosive. He scared even himself. Nothing helped. Not therapy, not medication, not even prayer. Until one day, during a school trip to a temple, he sat alone in front of a statue of a wrathful deity. He stared at the face, fiery, terrifying. And for the first time, he felt peace. He didn't understand it, but he felt recognized. Years later, after entering the monastic path, he discovered that in a former life, he had been a warrior monk, trained in battle, apprentice, but also wounded. His rage was not madness. It was memory, waiting to be transformed into strength. Today, he teaches mindfulness to troubled youth. His delusion became his doorway. So I ask you, what thoughts haunt you? What emotions dominate your inner world? What fears, fantasies, or patterns repeat without explanation? Don't just dismiss them. Sit with them. Not to believe them, but to learn from them. And maybe, just maybe, you will discover that the story of your soul is far greater, far older, and far more meaningful than you ever imagined. If this video has opened something inside you, if it has helped you reflect or reconnect with a part of yourself, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and pass this on to someone who might be walking through their own inner maze. Because sometimes, all we need is a light in the dark to remind us. We are not crazy. We are not lost. We are remembering. Thank you for watching this video.